Hi Gemini, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another You versus Them. Gemini, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Gems, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back, all my subscribers, and welcome in newcomers. Gemini spirit. All right, Gemini, newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center, I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Gemini, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, this is going to be person A here, this is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, I have the sun card in reverse. Yeah, somebody is not happy. They are not happy, they are upset, they are jealous, they feel the other person has given up, they feel the other person is holding back because they've moved on, maybe to a better offer or something. They don't know what to do because they feel they've missed out on the biggest cup of love that they were offered. The other person says, what cup of love? They never had anything to offer me, anyways. There was no promise of a future. I've lost hope in this connection. This connection was only going backwards instead of going forward. That's the reason I turned my back on them. I've stopped waiting around for an offer from them because I was disrespected. I was not honored in this connection. That's my first thought, of course, Gemini. I could be wrong. I'm going to clarify all these cards for you. But before that, let's ask the universe. Spirit, tell me, what's going on with in this connection? What's going on with Gemini and their person at a deeper level? Why are these two going through whatever they're going through? Gemini and their person. All right, the first card here, Gem says freedom. All right, so maybe somebody was wanting to be a player and they wanted their freedom. So, well, they got in their own way, it seems. Romance. Love is in the air. Maybe somebody is moving on to new love now, or at least that's what the other person thinks. Obsession. Somebody can't stop thinking about this connection. Yeah, I think they're obsessed because they feel the other person is moving on to a new romance. All right, so let's also see, Gems, if you both could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then we'll start the clarification. So, Gemini and their person, spirit. Gemini and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Gemini and their person, spirit. Gemini and their person. One more. Okay, let's take a few more from another deck. Gemini and their person, spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Just a few more from a third deck and then we can start. Gemini and their person, spirit. Gemini and their person. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Gemini, if you're looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, Gemini, you talk with me about our future and building our life together. However, when your intentions don't align with your actions, I feel I can't trust you. To build a stable, solid foundation, integrity and consistency are essential for me to feel safe in a connection. I know that I shouldn't compare others to you, but I just can't help it. You're a tough act to follow, and nobody else measures up. No matter what has happened between us, you are still the one. I wish that you could love yourself the way that I loved you. I had to lose you to learn to love myself unconditionally, so that you could then learn to do the same. I am now shining brighter, and I have faith that you will one day see the true love and light within you as I do. I was never able to be my true self around you. You meant more to me than I could ever tell you or show you. You left an impression on my heart that I just can't forget. I had some inner issues I needed to work on before I could love again. You may not be perfect, but you're perfect for me. My answer will be I do. The way we are so in sync scares the hell out of me. I'm terrified. Do you really believe I'm the one for you? All right, so these were some of your messages. If these were resonating with your storyline, Gemini, let's start this reading with an angel blessing card, which is going to be for the viewer of the reading, which could be you watching, could be the cross watcher. So, a blessing, guidance, advice, or a message for the viewer of the reading. And this card here, viewer, says, Mother, take care of yourself. I think sometimes we overgive to other people and we forget to take care of ourselves. So right now would be a good time to cherish and mother your own self like you were your own little baby. That's the message for you, viewer. And last week I got a little late in posting some videos, I think for the fire signs, and I was bombarded with emails of some of concern, of course, but some of complaints that you were late and da 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 da. But the point is, Gemini, I'm only human. I can have some setbacks as well. Maybe the internet went off or I have guests over. So please, 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 I will try and post as regularly on time as possible, but if I do get delayed, there's up and down, please put your notification bells on. Okay, so with that said, okay, let's start now. Okay, so, person A, let's begin with you. Person A. And newcomers, please remember, these are not gender based. I'm not guessing which side you're on because I could be dealing with two Geminis on either side. But if this is your reading, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on, who this person is for you. And yes, it can be a love interest, spouse, ex, secret crush, maybe even a business partner, relative, best friend, your neighbor, but somebody you know really well. So please use your own judgment here. It is a general reading. So person A, I'm going to start with you first. In your feelings, in your emotions, I see the Knight of Wands in reverse. You seem to be a little upset. Yes, they are a bit upset because they feel their person doesn't love them anymore. They don't love me anymore. They've moved on without me. They are moving on towards their own peace and happiness. They're not talking to me. They've gone silent on me, so they are a bit jealous that they lost out maybe on a brand new beginning. Basically what this person is feeling is sadness and regret and in discontent, basically, because they feel, oh, I had an opportunity, I could have had that golden cup, I should have had that golden cup, and now that's been taken away from me. So they're missing the other person, but they feel the other person is very angry and upset with them. They feel the other person has totally given up, not fighting for this connection anymore. Seven of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's actually making them feel they've lost their power in this connection. They've lost their power in this connection because the other person has become powerful. They've taken back their power. They've taken back their strength. They are now guarded towards this connection. They are very happy without me now. I'm sure they are happy with somebody else now. It's like they are out there having a good time, maybe celebrating life. Look at them, how gorgeous they look. They're not chasing me anymore. They seem totally satisfied without me. So it's actually making them jealous and upset. Why is that, person A? Why are you feeling jealous and angry? Ace of Pentacles. What's the Ace of Pentacles? What's the Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, because they feel they lost out. They lost out and their person has probably taken an offer from someone brand new. It's like, this was my piece. I should have had this 10 of Cups, and now because they feel the other person is stronger, has taken their power back, they are quite sure in their own mind that, oh my God, the Tower. Everything has crumbled, everything has gone, everything has finished. I'm sure they're in a very stable connection elsewhere. Look at them, how powerful they look. I mean, even if... I don't know. I think person A was hoping that person B would remain single and, available and keep chasing them, and sooner or later, things would open back up. But I, I don't know. I think this person was trying to play some kind of mind games where they are the ones who maybe pretended that I'm not sure yet, or maybe I have another option or something. This person was playing some kind of mind games where they were not expressing their emotions. So now they feel, I don't think they really thought the other person would give up on them. They just thought the other person would just stay single and waiting and, keep chasing them or something. But now they are feeling rather insecure because they feel they've lost out. Like whatever game this person was playing, it backfired. It didn't work for them, and now they're very worried. I've lost out on a commitment. I'm the one who's being left out in the cold now. So then tell me, how do you see the connection currently then? How do you see person B? How do you feel about this connection right now as I'm doing the reading? Two of Pentacles. What's the Two of Pentacles? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I think this person is realizing that they took too long to make up their mind. Maybe they didn't know what they wanted, or they wanted to keep their options open, or it was like, yeah, do I want person B? Do I want somebody else? Should I not? It all that game playing, I think they are realizing backfired on them. Totally backfired on them, and now they feel they've lost out on the biggest cup of love of their life. Somewhere they are jealous and angry because they feel the other person has moved on and is probably giving their love to someone else. I'm sure they're in a stable connection with somebody else. I'm sure they are, working or building with somebody else. This person is spying. They're spying, they're watching, they're getting upset, they're getting angry because they feel they lost out. They lost out on a beautiful soulmate connection with the person who they feel they can never replace. Somebody who's not chasing them is looking very abundant and happy. It's like, yeah, look at them enjoying their life and happy, and I'm sure they are already in a nice committed connection. Why else would they be looking so satisfied and so happy, and why else would they have this guard around them? Look at them looking so strong and wonderful. So they are taking it as, yeah, it's like I've lost my chance because I took too long, or I never thought they would give up on me. So whether they take any action or not, is that this is their action card, whether towards person B or in their own life. I'll open this later though. Right now I'm going to go to the other side and see how person B is feeling, and then we'll do the action cards together. So person B, how are you feeling right now? Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, person B says, I had no choice but to pick up my sword and cut this connection of Omkaratarot. I had to protect myself. I had to, put some boundaries around myself because they were treating me like an option. It was like they treated me like I was just one of the many for them. So I decided, yeah, if that's the way you're going to be, I have to choose myself. I have to take myself out of the competition because all you're offering me is maybe a little bit of passion. This is a toxic karmic connection where all you want is passion, and you just want me to keep waiting for you to choose me. So person B says, I lost hope and I shut this chapter down. So why do you feel that way, person B? Tell me. Person B says because the connection was only full of conflict. It was just not moving forward in a positive direction. Here I was, giving my all. I was loving, I was nurturing, I was caring, I was kind. I didn't ask them for any material things. I could make my own money. I offered them everything on a plate. Like, I wanted to be their partner for life, but they didn't see the connection. They didn't value me as a soulmate. They never stepped up and met me halfway. Look at this. Queen of Pentacles upright and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So person B says that's the reason. That's the reason I had to turn my back on this connection. They were not willing to meet me halfway and offer me something long term. And if there is nothing to, get from a connection and I want something long term, then I might as well move on from all these empty cups. Make my own choices, make my own decisions. I don't want to be in a connection with a player. I pass judgment and I don't think I want to give this a second chance. The only reason why I took my power back and had to stand up for myself is because they were not ready to step up. And yes, I am not talking to them, I'm not messaging them anymore. They're right, I am upset and angry with them. They never offered me a cup of love. Okay, so tell me, person B, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person A? How do you feel about this connection right now as I'm doing the reading? Four of Cups in reverse. Person B says, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not waiting for any offer from them anymore because whatever time I spent with them, I was the one putting in a lot of energy, effort, and no more. I'm not going to invest any longer into a connection where none of my dreams and wishes came true. All the cups were empty, and I've decided, you know what, I shouldn't have to be in a stressful connection, lose sleep, have nightmares, wonder where they're at, what they're doing. I'm cutting those chains that were keeping me bound and chained to this connection because they did not respect me, they did not honor me, they did not see my value. So, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I'm not dealing with somebody who only offers me passion. That's it. So, according to person B, person A just wouldn't make up their mind. It was like I was being juggled. So that's the reason I'm turning my back now to see what else is out there. And yes, I am in self-love right now and hoping to move towards new love. I think in this connection, person B says, all I got was a broken heart. Inconsistent behavior, maybe some arguments or words or something which person B says made me feel not valued by person A. I was not seen, I was not heard, I was not valued. Okay, so let's see what actions you guys will take then. I'm going to take another deck for this one, and if this storyline has been resonating, Gemini, do let me know by maybe clicking the thumbs up button or leaving a comment or both. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in, and don't forget to put your notification bells on. All right, so person A, I'm back with you now. Action from your end towards person B or otherwise in your own life in the next 7 days. What's your action going to be? Tower in reverse. Have you accepted it's all over, or do you want to rebuild? What's the Tower in reverse for you? Tower in reverse. Page of Cups, Justice, Three of Swords, Eight of Cups, the Lovers, the Hierophant, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they do want to come rushing back in. They want to make things right. They want to apologize for the heartbreak they've caused. But somewhere they are not really sure. Somewhere they feel maybe it's too late. Maybe my person has already moved away. I'll go there and offer them everything. And what if they tell me they're already in another commitment? I don't know what choice they'll make. So I think for the next 7 days, this person is just going to have a bit of a pity party. It's like I want to rush back. I want to rebuild, but I don't know. What if I'm the one who's rejected or left out in the cold now? It's like, what if they tell me, or what if I find out they've chosen something else or someone else? Yeah, they're very burdened by the past. And also I think there's a bit of nervousness because maybe they see the other person so happy, they feel, what if they've got somebody better than me already? So as much as they want to come towards person B, I don't see them making really a move like in the physical world. More of spying, more of watching, more of trying to find out why the other person is happy. Are they with somebody else? Are they in another commitment? Like I said, they'll continue to have a pity party because they feel I don't know what to expect. All right, so they are obsessed, that's for sure. Okay, so person B, what about you? Action from your end towards person A or otherwise in your own life? Two of Wands in reverse. I told you, person B says, I'm not waiting around anymore. I'm not waiting for to be chosen by somebody who can't make up their mind. I'm choosing a totally new path, new direction. I'm done waiting. Yeah, I'm closing the chapter down. I'm ready to start a brand new one because this was just too much conflict. They wanted me to chase them, they wanted me to fight for their attention, they had other people in the mix. So, yeah, person B says the cycle is over. I've packed my bags now. I'm done, I'm moving away. At least that's what's going on in person B's mind because they've been doing a lot of healing work after getting heartbroken in this connection. So, Sun in reverse, I think this is person A who is still being stubborn. I think they're still being stubborn, but now because they feel they've lost their power, they've lost that love, there's a void in their heart because the love that was being offered is no longer being shown. I think this is person A who's feeling miserable now. So that's what I have for you. Till next time, then. Love and light. Take care. Namaste, Gemini.